Hey guys, welcome back to DarkLunaTarot. If you're just joining us, thanks for tuning in. If you've been here before, welcome back. I'm going to do another deck walkthrough video today. So this one is the Wildwood Tarot. But before I get started, I just wanted to show you guys these cute little intention candles that I've been working on. So this one is a success candle, and these are going to be available in my shop here shortly. So be sure to check it out. I've got all different kinds of candles that I worked on the other day, so I can't wait to share them all with you. But today we're going to focus on the Wildwood Tarot. So I've been looking for more of a woodsy tarot deck, I guess is the best way to put it. And I saw the Wildwood Tarot, and I wasn't sure how I would feel about it because the cards have this whole border. What really sold me on it was when I had watched one of the videos from Boho Tarot, and she did deck modifications, and I thought it was the coolest thing ever. So it got rid of a lot of this white space around the outside of the card, but she left the bottom part. So be sure to check out that video from her if you're interested in doing that. I haven't decided yet if I'm gonna actually mod this deck or not. But let's go ahead and get started. So it says the Wildwood Tarot will take you on a mystical journey for answers. I'm not going to read you the whole thing on the back there. And it's got a nice big guidebook with it. I like these full-size guidebooks. Wow, this one is thick. So this guidebook is big. Let's see what we've got. It is very thorough. Oh, there's a little wheel there. Okay, so we've got, it looks like kind of like that, we've got a wheel of the year in here, and it talks about where the cards are. And then it's got some nice big description pages. I'm really excited to spend some time going through this and working my way through it and learning about it. So we're gonna pop right over, and we've got 2 stacks of cards here. Let's see what we've got. Get our little plastic wrap off there. And then we'll just slide it on out of the way here. So we've got our box there. So a nice big box. I wouldn't necessarily say the box is worthwhile because it's so big, but I do like the size of that guidebook. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. It's got this nice tree of life with like as above so below, like the trees growing from both sides. So let's take a look. We've got the Wanderer, the Fool, the Shaman for the Magician, the Seer, the Green Woman. So some of the major arcana cards I'm already noticing have different names. The Green Man. So this must be the Empress and the Emperor cards. The Ancestor. The Forest Lovers. The Archer. The Stag. The Hooded Man. I wonder if this is the Hermit. Or is this... that might be Death. I don't know. It's the Hermit. I don't know. We'll have to look it up later. We've got the Wheel. The Woodward. Oh, those cards were kind of stuck together. The Mirror. This one must be the Moon. I'm not real up on my numbers for some reason lately. It's just like they kind of just went poof right out my brain. Got the Journey. Balance. The Guardian. The Blasted Oak. The Pole Star. The Moon on Water. The Sun of Life. The artwork on these is just beautiful. Like, it's got so many intricate little details. the Great Bear, the World Tree. That's really pretty. There's a lot of details that go into these cards. I think that's why I'm so drawn to tarot cards, is that there's just such a great representation of artwork from all the different artists and how different the cards can be and the different meanings that they all invoke. So we've got the King of Arrows, the Queen of Arrows, the Knight of Arrows. So I'm guessing the arrows is going to be our air signs, since we've got all these birds. The Page of Arrows, the Breath of Life, which is the Ace of Arrows, the Two of Arrows, the Three of Arrows. I wonder if this has got to be swords, because that 3 there has got the 3 arrows inside the heart, and that is very typical of the 3 of Swords. Don't mind my kids in the background. They're still awake, I know. They're definitely busy. The 4 of Arrows. The 5 of Arrows is frustration. That's kind of scary, having that big ram jump at you. The 6 of Arrows with a journey. So yeah, these are definitely swords. We've got the 7 of Arrows, the 8 of Arrows, the 9 of Arrows. There's just so many details, and I feel like the video doesn't do it justice. The 10 of Arrows. I do like that some of these have kind of a little like key phrase at the bottom of it. The King of Bows. So we have bows and arrows. The Queen of Bows. The Knight of Bows. The Page of Bows. The Ace of Bows. That's really pretty. The Two of Bows. I feel like bows are wands. Let me see. I'm gonna pull our little book out here real quick. See if it gives us any little description there. It doesn't say, so I may have to do some comparisons here between the other ones. So stones, we've got arrows, bows, stones, and vessels. So vessels is cups, stones is pentacles, swords is arrows, so bows have got to be wands. I don't know why I struggle with the wands cards so much. The 4 of Bows. Yep, that one would have been my dead giveaway card right there for knowing that this is the wands. We've got the 5 of Bows. The 6 of Bows. Ooh, he's kind of a scary little guy. He reminds me of the cavemen from Crudes. The 10 of Bows, the King of Stones, the Queen of Stones, the Knight of Stones, the Page of Stones, which is the Lynx, the Ace of Stones, the 2 of Stones, the 3 of Stones, I love this representation of this card because she is seeking shelter and she is all alone, and she's enduring the storm. It's really pretty. I love the artwork. I think that's why I'm a sucker for tarot cards, is I just love all the artwork and the symbolism and all the artwork. Healing, skill, 9 of Stones, tradition, 10 of Stones, home. I don't think I'm going to mod this deck. Originally, I was like, yeah, like I'm going to mod it. I'm going to get rid of the white border. And I don't think I can pull myself to do it because the backside of these cards does have this framing here. And if I cut that off of 3 sides, I think it might look funny. So I think I'm going to keep them as is, as much as I was wanting to really mod this deck. I'm going to just stick with the original. King of Vessels, we're into the cups. The Page of Vessels. The Ace of Vessels. Yeah, that artwork is so pretty. I can't get over it. There's so much detail. She is so happy. I wish that was me dancing in that star. 6 of Vessels. The 7 of Vessels. The 8 of Vessels. The 9 of Vessels. And the 10 of Vessels, which is happiness. This card, or this deck, makes me very happy. Taking a look at the cards. Taking a look at the cards, this deck is a lot thicker than some of my other decks, so it's got a really nice thick card stock to it, and it's not super flexible. We'll see how it shuffles. Taking a look, that guidebook is probably one of the bigger guidebooks. I thought the guidebook for the Antique Anatomy Tarot was really big. That guidebook was 80 pages. The guidebook for the Wildwood Tarot is 160 pages. So it's definitely going to take me some time to go through it and get used to that transition where they use different names for the different suits and for the major arcana cards. But I'm really excited for this deck. The artwork is so pretty. It shuffles really well. I'm not the greatest at shuffling, but I am able to get the job done. I'm so excited for these. I'm going to give it a couple more shuffles. We're going to see if it's got a message for us. Alright, we'll see if I did well enough shuffling all this time. Alright, Wildwood Tarot, do you have a message for us? So we've got a lot of bows. So we've got the 2 of bows, which is decision. And it's very fiery, so we do have some big choices to make here. Let's see what the book says, since I'm not super familiar with this deck. So our 2 of bows says, the subconscious senses related to the desire to resolve decisions are awakened. The gateway stands open before the individual prepared to take positive action. So, yep, we do have a decision to make here before taking action. We also have the Ace of Bows here. So, as a turning of the cosmic axis generates the spark of life, so the kindling of a flame sparks the necessary light and warmth in our lives. The drill bow suggests the human element, our partnership with the environment in which we live, and the mastery of its gifts. So, our decision, and we're looking at also that turning point in the spark of life and the things that bring warmth to our lives. So right now we have a decision to make, and that decision of what sparks joy. I feel like I sound like Marie Kondo, but what sparks joy in your life? And then We also have the Major Arcana card. I do like that this one does have crows in it. That's really big for me. I love the crows. So we're looking at a journey here. And the journey is saying a solitary horned skull. Oh, wait, hold on. That one's really big. So there's many misinterpretations of this card. So yes, this is the death card. Oof. Let's see. So death is definitely an interesting card. So it's time to face the inevitable and let the bones be laid bare and acknowledge the deepest aspect of your fears or desires. Do not fear change, because this is also a time of purification and realignment. So this deck has big message for us. So it wants us to make a decision in our life about things that bring us joy, even if it scares us along the way. Do not be afraid of that journey that it's going to send you on. So I think I'm going to have a really good working relationship with this deck. This is a very positive message. And even though at first you kind of saw me take pause as the journey, also known as the death card, popped up. It's a time for rebirth. It's a time for new beginnings. And it's a time to find things that make us happy and inspire us. It's time to make a decision and stop waiting around. Big, heavy decisions. All right, guys. So thank you for hanging out with me while I flipped through the Wildwood Tarot. Be looking out for it in some of my readings here soon. And I can't wait to share more of it with you later on. Bye.